second.
Oh, should I not start recording
That's not
yet?
good. I was on the Peloton this morning feeling all great. I think that must have done it to me. All right. Good morning, Operational Risk and Compliance.
Good morning.
Wow, you guys are ready to go today. I wanted two quick things that I want to announce to people that are here, and I want to make sure we give them a very warm welcome. Welcome back, Tracy. Also want to make sure that we're welcoming Robin, so welcome. I'm starting to feel fulfilled. I mean, we're getting our team set up and everyone seems like they're here. It looks a lot bigger today than normal. Everyone must be here today, which is a good feeling. So a couple quick things I'll hit, and then I'm gonna have to run back down the steps. So I sent an email out towards the end of last week. I know a couple huddles ago I had brought up the whole ORC standards again for those that were new, introduced those for those had been around for a while, reintroduced the ORC standards. I asked for feedback, anyone felt like we needed to make any changes, are we all aligned? Because these are the things that we believe in as a team, that are our standards that we're gonna operate off of, hold each other accountable, and live by. Nobody had any changes to them, which I feel good because we had really worked through this a lot when we first established them. The better news is Marissa was able to find the posters that we had. So now that everyone's aligned, there was nobody who said they didn't agree with them. We're gonna have the posters set back up. You'll start to see those through the pit, and there'll be a good reminder all of us that these are the standards that we're saying that we're gonna live by and operate by. I also believe Jerry Ann was working to get cards as well, so not only will we have posters throughout the pits, we'll have little reminder cards that you can just put up in your cubes, put them wherever to give yourself some reminders of, hey, these are the things that we're saying are important. So I feel great that we finally crossed that one over the finish line. We can consider that finished, and then we can start really focusing on our standards. Nothing difficult, right? So it wasn't like we had these like big, huge goals that we were trying to achieve. It's things that we should be doing and living by anyways, so they'll be just good reminders. The other thing that I want to make sure that I hit real quick, so myself, Shannon, and Robin will be leaving tomorrow for the Global Summit in Dallas. They'll be streaming for a portion of the Global Summit. And I know that the leadership team has worked to make sure that we can have the ability for the entire pit to hear the streaming. And I want to make sure that everyone is a part of that. Now it's, I believe, 2 hours, the portion that we want to make sure that you all paying attention to. Here's the thing that's really important I want you to understand. We are a sales organization, no doubt. We all are supporting the sales side of the house. Without them doing what they need to do, we wouldn't really need to support the sales side of the organization. What we do is extremely important. I personally would want to understand what is happening on the sales side of the house. Where are we headed? What changes are they experiencing? Because there is always flow down. I think it's really important to be able to hear from the president, Jay, from the other speakers that are going to be a part of the streaming piece. So I would take it seriously. I would make sure that you're engaged during that 2-hour time frame. It seems like a lot, and I know everyone's probably going, oh my gosh, I got work to do, I got deadlines I got to hit. I agree with you, I understand that. We do a global summit annually. It's important to be able to understand what's happening on the sales side of the house for the organization that we're supporting. So take it seriously. After the streaming, I would ask the leadership team to take in any questions and making sure if there's things that you're hearing that you're unsure of, that they can help you walk through those. If you don't feel comfortable asking questions in the entire pit area, make sure that you funnel those questions up to your leadership. If they don't have the answers, then once the 3 of us get back, we will ensure that we can get you answers to any questions that you have. I want you to know that your job is more than just sitting down and doing this audit. You are a part of this organization. So again, if it was me personally, I would want to understand what's happening within the organization and not just what I'm doing every single day. So please take it seriously, stay connected. don't try and multitask like I do every time I'm on a conference call, because I'm told that that's not a thing, because you can't really pay attention to any one thing. So just, if you can, separate everything else and pay attention to the streaming. Does anybody have any major announcements for the week? Besides the two that we already had? No? How was the holiday party? I heard the holiday party was good. I'm sorry I missed it. For once in my career, I finally decided to make a decision that was putting my family first, which I'm not really good at, but I think I was pretty happy with my decision. But I did miss not being there with you all, so. But I heard it was really good.
Actually, to follow up from that, so thank you to everyone that did make it to the holiday party. Activities Committee will be sending out, ideally this week, a survey kind of on all the events we did last year. If you can just take a couple of seconds, any feedback, it's anonymous, but any feedback you have, positive, constructive, we are in the plans now for our 2020 event. So all the feedback helps to make sure we're planning things that you guys enjoy as well. So take a second, fill it out, we appreciate it.
Awesome. And thank you to the Activities Committee for putting that together. All right, if we have nothing else. Who are we?
Champions.
Why?
We do extra.
That's right, we're champions and we do extra in everything we do. We're here to support each other through the good times. We're here to put our arms around one another when we have struggles. Nobody goes it alone. We're in this together.